Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about 5 practical habits that you can start working on to have a more balanced and fulfilling life. This, of course, is part of an ongoing series that we're doing on my channel where we discuss all things related to self-improvement, personal development, growth, stuff like that. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe because next week we'll have another video just like this one where we explore this topic even further. But before we even get into that, let's get into this week's video. Our first habit centers around cultivating mindfulness in the morning. This will set the tone for your entire day. So what this means is taking a few moments of silence every morning just to focus on waking up. No phones, no distractions, no thinking about everything you need to do that day, just existing for a couple minutes just to allow yourself to wake up and mentally and physically prepare for the day. This is a very simple way that you can practice being mindful throughout your day just by starting with a few moments just for you to collect yourself before you start thinking about all of the millions of things that you have to do that day. So when you wake up, before you reach for your phone, if you have an alarm, turn off your alarm, but put your phone back before you start scrolling, checking your emails, doing all the stuff. Just lay there and relax. Just exist. Like literally just exist. No thoughts, head empty. Just exist for a couple minutes every morning. When you do get up, like you sit up from the bed, you feel a lot lighter and feel a lot more calm and ready to tackle the day ahead of you instead of immediately having all of this energy centered towards everything that you have to do. You can be more grounded and prepared to take on the day. If you would like to take things further, I would highly recommend having a gratitude journal or just any type of journal. I think it's really important to have a daily journal where you can express your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, whatever you're going through. It's really important to be able to track how you're feeling because as you're working towards progress towards a goal or a dream or whatever you're working towards, it's really important to be able to have that written down so that you can reflect on it later on. But in regards to mindfulness and, starting off your day right, I feel like writing is a great way to be very intentional. You want to start your day with purpose and intention. So if you do have a lot of things on your mind and a lot of things on your plate, a good way to organize that would be to have a journal where you can quickly write down all of the things you need to get done and prioritize instead of, just laying in bed stressing about everything that has to happen that day. I would especially recommend doing this the night before, writing a quick to-do list of things that you need to get done. And in the morning when you wake up, relax for a little bit and then you can reach for your journal, write down any morning thoughts that you have, any goals or plans, what your intentions are for that day. And then you can review the list that you made the previous night to review what needs to be done, and if there's anything that needs to be added to that list, then you have this time to write that down without scrambling to remember like, oh my god, I have to do this, this, and this. You already have most of it accounted for from the previous night, and then anything that needs to be added can be added. I definitely recommend that. Start your day off with a couple moments of silence just to exist. No thoughts, head empty, just exist. And when you feel calm, collected, and ready to start your day, reach for your journal, write down a couple thoughts, write what you're thankful for, write what you plan to do that day, what your intentions are, what you're working towards, just to stay on track of your goals and the things that are important to you. After you do that, then you can get up and begin your day. Similarly to our first habit, our second habit also involves detaching from your phone, but really just detaching from the digital space in general. So either once a day or multiple times throughout your day, try to seek out times where you can exist without being online, just to be present in the actual physical world. Um, so having some personal time to do things that truly nourish your soul and your well-being, because especially being on social media, you're always distracted by what everyone else is doing. There's always, your timeline is literally always updating with new stuff, and you could find yourself just scrolling for hours. I know I have found myself like just on Instagram looking at reels, on YouTube, just mindlessly scrolling for hours. And instead of doing that, you can use your time to read, draw, paint, whatever it is that you find calming and relaxing, things that bring you joy, you should do those things instead of just mindlessly scrolling or comparing your life to, strangers on the internet, or not even strangers, but sometimes it's friends and family who, are doing things and you might feel like you're missing out. Instead of missing out, do the things that you actually love and enjoy instead of just spending your time online. So again, either once a day, twice a day, or like a couple times throughout the day, if you have, some time away from work to take a break, don't spend your lunch break scrolling through Instagram. Instead, do things that you genuinely enjoy, things that bring you peace. So again, a couple things that I like to do is reading, writing, drawing. I actually have this coloring book that I bought because I wanted to get into drawing again. I used to paint and draw, but then when I started college, I had to do those things as part of my degree. So I kind of lost my desire to paint and draw after that, because once you start doing something as a requirement, as a chore, it's not fun anymore. So I thought a fun way to segue back into that sort of thing is to get a coloring book. And also because like coloring books are fun, like, when you're a kid and you color, and I kind of just wanted to tap into that a little bit more. And Bob's Burgers is my favorite show, so of course I had to get this. It was like, actually I don't remember how much it was. How much does it say on the back? On the back it says $16.95, but I don't think I paid $16.95 for this. I think it was on sale at Target. So yeah, I've started working on a couple of the pages. There it is. I started working on a couple of the pages and I'm having a lot of fun. So instead of scrolling on social media, I have been enjoying my coloring book. So if there's something like that you enjoy, something silly, even if it's like childish or like stupid, who cares? Do what you want to do, but just don't spend so much time online when your energy could be better served elsewhere. The third habit I would like to focus on is mindful eating. I know this could be one of those tricky things to talk about because a lot of people have complicated relationships with food. Personally, I am one of those people. I am obviously very thin, and it's not that I try to be thin or I'm like concerned about my body image. I love like my body and the way I look, but I am a petite person and I have a fast metabolism. So I do have to like eat more in order to like maintain my weight and stay in a healthy range. But definitely mindful eating is something that is a habit that I think more people should practice. So essentially what mindful eating is self-explanatory, being mindful of what you eat, but not in the terms of like tracking calories and only eating certain foods. If you're on a diet, sure, that could be a part of it. But what I mean is truly enjoying food, like savoring and being intentional about what you eat and how your body responds and reacts to the foods that you consume. So I know a lot of people just like, they're in a rush, they're in a hurry, they're always like on to the next thing, on to the next thing. And we don't really take the time to nourish our bodies and to slow down and have like a proper meal. Like, first of all, having a proper meal is like, you gotta do that. But if you're only having quick, easy meals, junk food, like stuff that's just quick and easy because you're busy and you have to move on to the next thing, well, obviously you're not going to feel that great because you're not really nourishing your body. You need nutrients, you need water, you need like stuff to survive. And I feel a lot of times we don't get that because we don't take the time to sit down and truly enjoy a meal. You want to enjoy the things that are basic and necessary, I guess. It's like similarly to showering. Like showering is important for hygiene, but you don't always have to just like jump in, jump out and take a quick shower. Like you can take your time to clean your body and to feel your skin and feel the soap and the water, and it could be like a whole experience. Like some people really enjoy taking a bath or taking a shower. I am one of those people. Like the shower time is me time. So similarly, eating can be one of those experiences where you don't have to rush through it and you can take your time and be mindful in that moment. Like be grateful for being able to eat and enjoy a meal, especially because not everybody has access to food and good quality food. So if you do have, a good home cooked meal in front of you, don't just rush through it. Like take your time to enjoy your meal and acknowledge how you feel. Like, listen to your body. Along that lines, I actually do want to recommend a book, The Body Keeps the Score. A friend recommended it to me. Full disclosure, I have not read it yet, but it is on my TBR. I'm just trying to get through the books that I'm currently reading first, because I do not want to read like 5 books at the same time. I've tried it. It's not for me. Some people can do that, but I am definitely a 1 or 2 book at a time girl. I cannot do multiple books at the same time. So I do recommend that book, The Body Keeps the Score. I will put the info in the description if you want to take a look into that book. But yes, mindful eating is very important. Not only does it improve digestion, but obviously it can foster a much healthier relationship with food. As I mentioned before, a lot of people have, a complicated relationship with food, whether it's eating too much or not eating enough or not eating the right types of food, or just finding that balance of like what works for you, what makes you feel good, but what also helps you like reach your goals. Like if you're trying to lose weight or like maintain a healthy body weight, sometimes the foods that can help you get there aren't necessarily the foods that you enjoy eating, But I like to think that there's always a way to bridge the gap and to still eat the foods that you enjoy while also, working towards being healthier. You just have to be able to find what those foods are that are healthy, that you also enjoy, and also being able to find a balance between like, you're going to eat healthy this time, but it's also okay to once in a while have like a snack or a dessert that maybe isn't the healthiest choice, but overall you're still, taking care of your body and listening to how it feels, not just scarfing food down because, you have to for survival, or like because you're bored and you just feel like eating. Like, be very mindful of what you're eating and why you're eating and how you're eating it. The next thing on our list involves getting outside, getting a little bit active. Believe it or not, a lot of people are deficient in vitamin D because they do not go outside. We do not go outside anymore. And I say we as in myself included, because I work from home and I'm an introvert. I do not go outside that often. All of my friends kind of live in our own little bubbles. So we can't always go out and have a good time. Sometimes we just have to love each other from a distance. But that aside, you can still go out on your own. You don't need to go out in a big group of friends. Something as simple as going for a walk through your neighborhood, or going on a hike, going to the beach, going literally anywhere. Just get outside of your house. You don't even have to like go that far. If you have a backyard, just sit in your backyard for a couple minutes, maybe 30 minutes a day. If you can spare it. If you can't, 5 minutes. If you can't do that, 1 minute. Just get outside, literally touch some grass. Like, I used to have an inside joke that I needed to go outside to touch grass because I literally don't leave my house unless it's to run errands or to go to, when I had my braces, to go to my ortho appointments. And I would literally like leave the house and like touch the grass, like literally, because I'm like, I'm not gonna leave my house for like another 2 months. So this is the most of nature that I'm gonna get. But that's super unhealthy, and that's why I'm trying to do better. And that's why I want you guys to do better. So literally go outside and be in nature. Wear your sunscreen, because although the sun is important and it's healthy to have the rays, the sunshine on your skin, and to take in that beautiful vitamin D. Do not take that out of context. Although it's important, you do have to protect your skin, because the sun do be powerful. It do be a little dangerous if you get too much of it. But not getting any of it can be just as harmful. Go outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine, drink some water. Like, water is nature. Drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. Just make sure you're not staying cooped up indoors and you are moving your body. Like, go for a walk, go for a jog, go for a swim. Do whatever you can to go outside and get active, because that will really help you to clear your mind. Especially, I know that walking is really good for like clearing your mind and dealing with stress. Like, if you have a lot going on, going for a walk, the whole time you're walking, you're going to be looking around and like seeing people. And if you want to listen to music, do that. Listen to a podcast. Like, don't go on your phone scrolling. Like, the whole point of going for a walk is not to be down looking at your phone the whole time. Don't do that. But if you want to listen to something, have your playlist queued up and then start the music, put your phone in your pocket, put it away, and just enjoy your time in nature. You know, if you want to do it with a friend, like you guys walk together, do that. If you want to walk down to the corner store and buy yourself a little treat, like a drink or, you know, something that you enjoy having, do that. Walk to the store, get yourself a little snack, and walk back home. That whole interaction could be like 5 minutes, you know, depending on how far the store is from your house. But do something to get outside the house, do something to get active. Just don't stay indoors because that can be really unhealthy. I know personally, I suffered a lot when I haven't gone outside much, especially during the pandemic when I couldn't go outside even when I wanted to. Like I love being inside. I'm a homebody. I love being home. I'm filming this video in my bed right now. Like this is where I'm most comfortable. Even when I wanted to go outside, I couldn't back then, and that definitely took a toll on me because, you know, you get to this point where you're like tired of being boxed up. You know you need to get out more. You know it's not healthy to stay indoors, and then you're not able to. So I don't want you to, you know, take that for granted. If you have the ability to go outside, do that, because, you know, maybe one day you might not be able to. Maybe one day it may not be as, you know, safe to go out. Like a couple months ago, there were some fires from Canada, and I remember there was like a whole lot of smoke that came down from Canada. And the air quality was terrible in New York. Like it was terrible. Like you would look up and I could not see the sun. Like there was like a tiny little orange dot, but you could just barely see it because the whole sky was overcast in an orange glow. So do not take clean air for granted. Do not take clean water for granted. Do not take, you know, exposed sunshine for granted. Go outside and touch some grass, and you can thank me later. Finally, the last thing on our list is to end your day with an evening routine. So every day, I like to, there's a couple of things I like to do. As I said, I like to draw in my coloring book, but also I like to watch K-dramas. I like to listen to music. I finally bought a projector. So behind me is where my TV is, on that wall, just below like that light right there. I like to set up my projector against that wall. I could pull the curtains to the side. Honestly, it doesn't really bother me having the curtains there. It's kind of cool having it like all like warped and whatever, but I could move the curtains, like open it, or sometimes I even like to put the projector facing towards the ceiling, especially when I'm laying in bed. I'll have it like right above me. So I've been really enjoying that. Watching like those ambient videos with like some music in the background. It's so cozy and chill. I haven't played Animal Crossing in a while, but that was also something that I would do to unwind at night. Play some Animal Crossing or go on my computer and play some games there. You know, talk with my friends, do a little bit of FaceTime. So you don't have to do the same thing every night. Like I just said, I named like a bunch of random things that I don't do every night, but all of those things are part of my nighttime like wind down routine. It's almost fall, which is my favorite season. So soon I'm going to start incorporating some tea and hot chocolate into that routine. I have been drinking hot chocolate like basically throughout the year. Like I love hot chocolate. I'll drink it all the time. But I ran out and I didn't want to buy some more because I'm like, it's the middle of summer. Why am I buying hot chocolate? But honestly, I don't care. I'm going to buy some more hot chocolate and I'm going to start reincorporating that into my nighttime routine so I can drink my tea, my hot chocolate while I read and draw and listen to music and just have my cozy evenings. So definitely do things that you enjoy that calm you down. You can do some yoga, some stretches. You can do like a light workout. Personally, for me, I prefer to do my workout routine at night. So instead of the morning, I'm more of like a nighttime person. So if you want to do exercise at night, you can do that. But I know some people recommend not to do exercise before bed because that will just like wake you up and like kind of mess up your downtime, I guess. For me, I'm not like that. Exercising actually makes me more tired because by the time I'm done, I'm ready to go home, shower, and get my butt to bed. So if you're one of those people like me, maybe do a light workout before bed, you know, incorporate those other activities. Journal, like I said before, in the morning and in the evening, journal, whether it's a gratitude journal or just a recounting of your day, like a little diary, whatever you want to do. Just, you know, get in the habit of writing and documenting and reflecting. Just have something that you can look forward to throughout the day. If you're having a stressful day, if there's a lot going on, at least you know at the end of the day, you have, some sort of structure, some sort of routine that you can look forward to, something that can calm you down from the busy, stressful day that you're dealing with. So there you have it. Those are my 5 practical habits to be more mindful. And just take it easy. Like, don't stress yourself out. Don't sweat the small things. Just have a couple habits in place so that you can be cool, calm, and collected. If you guys enjoyed these tips and if you gained value from this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you comment down below some other topics that you want me to talk about, or definitely share your habits and your routines that help you to calm down and be more mindful so that everybody else can read your comments. I would love for us all to learn and grow from each other and with each other. So definitely, if you have something that you love doing every night to help you calm down and relax, definitely share that, and I would love to read your comment. With that, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.